Hey, all, and welcome to this week's episode of the Mike Muldoon podcast. And today I want to talk about resilience, about how, building resilience is so important to, your success in life. Now, life is full of unexpected challenges and setbacks, whether it's a sudden job loss or personal crisis, or, even a global pandemic. Our ability to bounce back and adapt to adversity, it's crucial to our overall well-being in life. The ability to withstand and recover from difficulties is known as resilience. And building resilience, it's just not about enduring the tough times, but it's about thriving in the face of adversity. So today I want to talk about why building resilience is essential, and how you can develop the mental and the emotional strength to overcome challenges and setbacks in your life. Okay. So resilience is not a fixed trait, which is great, because that means you basically can, it's something you can build. It's something you can attain. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. At its core, resilience is really about being able to adapt positively to adverse situations. It involves the ability to maintain your own well-being, cope with stress, and bounce back, again, from any setbacks you might have. Now, like anybody, resilient individuals, they don't just survive these difficulties, but they thrive in the face of them. So resilience, it plays such a vital role in our lives for several reasons, and why it's so important that we need to be able to build it. Like building resilience, you are better equipped to manage stress, anxiety, depression. You're able to maintain focus and motivation in challenging circumstances, which is essential, both personally and professionally in our lives. You develop tools to maintain positive mental health, even when faced with significant challenges. You gain the ability to think more clearly under pressure and approach problems with like more of a solution focused mindset, making it easier to find solutions instead of coming at it from a point of like, everything's falling apart. What am I going to do now? And the thing is, when you build resilience, it also helps build better interpersonal relationships. Like, see, when you're a resilient person, you can communicate more effectively and navigate conflicts with greater ease. Again, because your mindset is one of not chaos, but solution oriented. So how do I develop this skill, Michael? I mean, how do I go ahead and build resilience? Well, I'll tell you first off how you don't build it. So let's first talk about that. Okay. You can't be a pessimistic person. You can't be a woe is me. You can't be everything else is someone else's fault. I have no control because this person did this. I wasn't able to get this because this person wouldn't allow me this. This person did. You can't be that person. You can't, because to build resilience, you got to be an optimist, even in the face of all of the things that might be going on. See, the thing is, a lot of stuff that goes on in our lives, we really have no control over. Right? We don't. And then what happens is we get really upset about that. So, to build resilience, you have got to be an optimist. You got to look at, you need to focus on the things that you can control instead of dwelling on any setbacks. You got to start trying to, switch your mindset to concentrate on solutions and opportunities for growth instead of, viewing setbacks as failures. You got to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. So you got to focus on what you can control. You can control how you take the experience and what you've learned and what knowledge you've gained from that. Okay. So you got to reflect on what's been gained from the experience and, whether it was good or bad. And the thing is, when you're faced with any type of adversity, you got to remind yourself that it's temporary. Look at where you are now. Look at what you've probably been through in the past to get here. You probably overcame some adverse situations, so like this one or like the ones you're about to face, this too shall pass. Just stay focused. Visualize your long-term goal and the bigger picture, to keep any setbacks in context, and when it comes to your goals, make them manageable. Here's the thing. A lot of times, we feel like every setback's is insurmountable to overcome because we look at our goals because they're so large. The thing is, break your goals into smaller, achievable steps. So what happens is when you do experience a setback somewhere, you've at least been building on something here, right? A little setback, but it's okay because I've already got this done. I've got 25 pieces in place right now. I've only got one here. Now, if your first step of your goal was at step 25, you had to get here to 25. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, that's crazy. Like you're going to feel like this setback is going to feel so much more prevalent in your life. Whereas if you just like had more smaller manageable goals, you're at 25, you'll setback, oh, maybe I'm at 23, but you're building on something, right? So break those goals into more smaller achievable steps. Again, it makes it more or less daunting and allows you to track your progress a little bit better. And again, any setbacks don't feel as insurmountable to overcome. The other thing, surround yourself with supportive friends and families who can provide encouragement and assistance when you need it. See, the thing is, if the people you're around don't provide or give you the support that you need, find ones that do. Seek out like-minded people. Find a mentor, hire a coach like me, or find your own coach, obviously. But that's what we do in this world. But, you got to be around people who support you, your dreams, and your goals. So if you're not around people like that and you're wondering why you're struggling, well, it's like, because every place you turn and you look around, somebody's telling you what you do is a bad idea or how you're never going to achieve it, or that's dumb, or you should be moving on to something else. You're not going to build a lot of resilience from around people all day long, just basically telling you what sort of deep down inside you're feeling a little bit, right? Because we all doubt ourselves at times. Now, if it's being reinforced, that doubt gets bigger and bigger. But if you're a doubt, but you're around people says, no, you're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing great stuff. Look at what you've become. Look at the 25 things you put in place here. Don't let this thing hurt you. That's going to help you keep building. That's going to help you building and helping you move towards your goals and eventually keep helping you build your own resilience towards it all. So make sure that you surround yourself with supportive people. All right. And the other thing is, Leslie, you got to take care of yourself. Whatever it is going to be, get out in the world, do something, take a walk, go for a run, exercise, practice meditation. You got to get adequate rest. Yeah. We don't look at the importance of rest as much as we really should, people. We stay up late, get up early. You got to recharge your physical and emotional energy. You are no good to anyone, if your energy levels are low. You're not going to be motivated. You're going to be uninterested. You're going to be tired. You're not going to want to do anything. So it's really important that you take care of yourself. Look, so here's the thing. Building resilience, it's a journey, right? Like I said, it's a skill that can be developed and honed with practice and a lot of self-awareness. But by cultivating like a positive mindset and building a support system, practicing self-care, learning from your setbacks, taking care of you, you can develop this mental and emotional strength needed to overcome challenges and any setbacks in your life. Remember that resilience is not just about avoiding adversity. It's about thriving in the face of it. It's about emerging from, the challenges, stronger and more capable than you ever were before. Okay. So let's get on that road to building more resilience. So that's all I really got for you today. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm enjoying the YouTube. For those who are finding me here, I've just moved to YouTube. Started doing it recently. It's interesting because I'll be celebrating my 1-year podcast anniversary soon. But that was when it was just on Apple and Spotify. So if you see me celebrating it, if you're looking at me on YouTube right now and you're like, wait, what? He's only got a handful of episodes. Well, I'm in a process of moving them over. But everybody is still listening to me on Apple and Spotify and wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. I appreciate it. I'm just putting them both on both platforms right now. So, and on both platforms, if you like what you're hearing and you like what I'm talking about, please keep commenting and, please send you messages and, subscribe below if you think, what you're getting from me is worthwhile. And as always, I got nothing but love for you.